rock duck.
The world continues to be in chaos since the shutdown of Valuetainment, the #1 channel for entrepreneurs.
Riots have broken out in many different countries around the world.
Since the shutdown, Patrick Bet David has yet to be seen in public, and rumors have been surfacing as to why.
Was he forced to shut down the channel?
Did he run back to Iran to take over the family oil business?
Does he have ties with the CIA?
Entrepreneurs around the world are asking, will Valuetainment ever return?
Breaking news. Serial entrepreneur, podcaster, Patrick Bet David is dead broke. For those that don't know, Patrick Bet David, originally a foreign refugee, came to America from imperialist Iran to pursue the American dream. He served in our military as a young immigrant, but his passion was to become successful in the United States, to make it. He amassed a small fortune and rose to the top of his firm as an insurance salesman, inspiring countless others to follow down this successful path. Now, to a lot of you listening and to most Americans, this would be considered making it. Achieving that type of financial success to many is the American dream. But for Patrick Bet David, it wasn't enough. He had a bigger, grander vision. And that vision sent him further on his quest. He founded Valuetainment and started producing online content. At first, it seemed like a battle he could not win, but he persevered and never gave up. More importantly, not having the instant success made him work even that much harder. He grew his social media presence, and Valuetainment became a name in the podcasting realm. He specialized in having long-form open conversations with people on all sides of the political and cultural sphere. This neutral impartiality, while still asking the tough questions of his guests, garnered him respect with his listeners, and thus his followers and subscriber base grew. One could say he made a big splash. And with that splash, he ended up moving himself, his family, and his companies to sunny Florida. He bought an old bank building and turned it into his headquarters for Valuetainment, broadcasting out of the bank's old safe. He also bought one of the most prestigious properties on the waterfront to again live out the American dream. He spent his time and his money generously on his family and friends, trying to provide the best of the best for everybody. Again, to most of you watching this, and to most Americans, this is achieving the American dream. Pat, by definition, has a thriving company, a mansion on the water, the best cigars, the best foods, the best cars, the literal best of the best. He even dabbles in art investments and has personally commissioned several pieces of art from renowned artists. So, with all this tangible worldly success, how did Patrick Bet David go dead broke? The answer to that is easy. He made it to the tippy top, the epiphany of success by Western standards. Yet, he still feels an emptiness deep inside of him, an emptiness he can't shake. And this emptiness haunts his dreams and sometimes rears its ugly head while he's awake. It's just something he can't shake, and he does not know how to fill this void. He, over time, has also, due to his success and his access to resources, has seen firsthand how him having money affects the people around him, further deepening that emptiness. And he realized at that moment he was dead broke. Dead broke inside, as no amount of money in the world can fix what is inside your head and heart. Yes, Patrick Bet David is a good person, thinking of his family and friends first. He is a good provider and to all his viewers, fans, and followers, he has achieved success and the American dream by anyone's standards. Unfortunately, there's the way the world sees you, and then there's the way you view yourself. And typically, those two viewpoints are never the same. So while the rest of us see Super Patrick, he himself is broke inside. He's broke inside because he feels there's no more mountains to conquer. There's no more unexplored areas to go. Yeah, he can always buy more things, buy more cars, buy more homes, right? Buy more employees. And that's why he's empty. That's why he's broke. Because he realizes now that he's made it to the tippy top, that there's still more questions that need to be answered. And even though he's looked, in his opinion, in all the right places, he still feels a strong void inside of him that he can't explain and he can't fill. I feel for you, Patrick, and I want to be honest with you. I remember watching that video of you giving the grand tour of your house when you first put it out. And I was dismayed by the fact that, well, we'll get into that in a minute. I did appreciate the Lego thing with your children, teaching them to read, right? Because that is how you want to raise the youth. The youth is our future. And I really enjoy providing good values to the young so that they can excel using their own mind and not falling to the traps of modernism, culturalism, and frankly, stupidity. However, again, like I said, I was kind of dismayed that you only use one leverage point to educate those kids. And trust me, there's many more Lego sets they want, and I'm sure they're a little older now, and there's other things that they might want that you can still use leverage points on. What I found most astonishing is for someone who loves the best of the best, I did not see one musical instrument in your house. I haven't seen one musical instrument in your businesses. And people listening might think, well, why should he have that there? Well, why should he have Marvel characters and creatures like that in his businesses? It's because he knows what being, having a cool place is, and it's not just about coming in and doing the work, but you want to enjoy where you work and have the things you like. And nowhere did I see anything of that nature. Now, interesting choice of words, nature, because music is the divine. Music in essence is the nature that will fill that void that you've been missing. And I'm sure you have your favorite songs, and I remember when Baldwin was there talking about his young stepson, Bieber, and you guys all listened to that one Bieber song, and it had an emotional impact on you. That is the power of music. Now imagine being able to connect with nature in a way you've never connected before. Now you can do that by listening to other people's music, but what you're really doing is absorbing their energy and feeling off of it, right? Music is nothing more than a transfer of emotion. And sometimes for people searching for things in their own mind, they need to create their own music. So the best piece of advice I can give you to end your brokenness and to start to find yourself is to buy you a grand piano and put it in your house. Put it in the room that will reverberate the most within your castle. And then I suggest you get a guitar or two and start placing them in several of the different rooms, and never forget the wind instruments, harmonicas, flutes, stuff like that, and just have them lying around. And next time your kids want something, have they practice their music? Have they practice their piano? I can get into more, and I'd love to have a bigger conversation about this with you. But I'd also like to give you a mountain that you can tackle that I feel I can't. And you have the means and the resources and the ability to do things that other people cannot do. Now, people like us with the entrepreneurial spirit, we're always looking for that next great proverbial mountain to climb, that next challenge that will take us to the next level. And your emptiness is being caused because you feel like you've touched all those mountains and made it to the peaks of each one and planted your flag. And you're wondering what mountains are left. And you've mentioned before about Trump's trifecta. And I believe my beliefs tend to be more correct than wrong, that you are swaying in some way, shape, or form in the future in getting involved in politics. You're just not sure how. And that's great. I think you would make an excellent person in politics. And with that, we can start on your next mountain to climb. And that's where I was saying, you have the ability, the means, and access to things, mainly people. You know, knowing people don't understand this. Knowing the right people is better sometimes than having money. And you can achieve a lot more by getting things and by getting knowledge into the right hands or into the right heads, so that proper thinking can come out of it. And with that, I propose to turn off to you to help me and to help the world, mainly the United States, America first, obviously, but we do lead the way with the DNA Protection Act. It's long overdue. The debates between pro-birth and women's choice is using the enemy's language. And to win this battle, to win this game, we must force the language upon them. And we must also know what we're truly arguing for. Now, I have a proposed bill on my website, UnitedStatesNation.us. I repeat, UnitedStatesNation.us. You can go there, and I believe you will find your next mountain to climb. And I look forward to talking with you in the future. And hopefully I've been able to remove some of that void and emptiness that I know you have inside, to restore that broke feeling you have, even though you've achieved so much success, worldly success. Now it's time for you, not that you have it, but I know you have that little bit inside of you that still feels like there's something else out there that you're missing. So let's connect the dots. Let's put things together. And let's fix the broke Patrick Bet David.